So yeah, Adrian, it's a pleasure to have you on. It's our very first video interview for Footy Narrative. We're just gonna chop it up, talk soccer. I guess you're one of the co-founders of Grand River Union.
Yeah.
Could you give us a little bit about that journey? What brought you guys together to start the group? And that kind of thing, like what you guys have been doing.
Yeah.
That would be great. That would be awesome.
It's all in our name. We call ourselves Grand River Union because we are literally a bunch of different people that have come together united for a common cause, which is the love of soccer in our region. So the way that started was there was a group of fans called Forsyth Machine, and they were cheering on KW United for the last 5 years. And they were doing their thing in the stands and outside the stands for KW United. At the same time, a bunch of us friends, myself included, were gathering together to watch TFC games on TV and to go travel sometimes. And we kind of had these two little groups started kind of separately with different people, and then they crossed over. And when we got together, about that time, the Canadian Premier League was in its infantile stages of being announced to the public, and we all really latched onto that, and we realized there was something great that was in the works, something that we could all get behind and support. And so we talked about it, and we brought our groups together. We realized we had a common goal, and we created Grand River Union.
So like your group was pretty much birthed from, so it's pretty much collaboration. That's what you guys are, which is pretty good. That's what soccer is. Soccer brings people with different backgrounds, different groups together. My background too is different, but being here for in and out for the last 10 years, I've seen how much soccer has grown in the region, and it's pretty awesome. So Canadian Premier League was announced last May. We're creeping slowly. It's almost a year since the announcement. What has the buzz been like since then for you guys? I know how it's been for me. It's pretty exciting. But what has that been like behind the scenes? Because there's not really much news out there. So how's that been?
It's an interesting journey. Still a long way to go. I look at it at two angles. One is just the league as a whole. I'm excited for Canada, for every single city that gets mentioned in this league. So I'm just excited for this league as a whole, and I'm seeing the progression, I'm seeing the news that came out, how they're structuring the business side of it, and getting the investors, and getting the teams set up in all the stadiums. It's a long journey and a lot of work. And I think it's a little bit rough on the public sometimes. They're looking for, where are we going to get involved, and, where's our team and all that stuff. They're saying the league's going to launch in the spring of 2019. That's not that long to go yet,
actually not that
right? So should mean that the next few months up until that are going to be pretty fun, I hope.
Yeah, let's hope for, we're hoping for great things. One of the things I'm kind of, trying to be cautious about is just managing expectations. It's a great thing for Canada. It's a great thing for soccer here. But we can't go off comparing ourselves to the MLS or European leagues. I guess we just take it one step at a time. But beyond the Canadian Premier League, what else are you guys doing to help the growth of soccer in the region? So I guess we could start regionally then. I don't know how far your reach extends. I don't know if you guys are national, but I guess we could start regional then, kind of go from there.
Absolutely. We call ourselves Grand River Union. I talked about the union part. We call ourselves Grand River because we view this region, sometimes it's called Waterloo region, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge, but there's so many other communities involved as well. We see it as a whole, and we see it as a community, especially when it comes to soccer. We're better when we're together. Yes, there's lots of different youth associations, different academies, and whatnot, but to bring up our youth and our talent and the sport as a whole, we're better when we're together. And so Grand River Union, we see ourselves as a connector, a bridge sometimes between the different groups. We want to promote harmony and cooperation between all the existing, which is there are a lot of existing soccer groups, whatever format they are in this region. We want to bring together a sense of collaboration. So not necessarily Grand River Union starting up new things or new endeavors.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely will be and has been some stuff we've done in the past. But it's bringing together the sense of community that we're all into. We're all in it for the same reason.
For the same reason, which is, again, like that's soccer, that's the common goal. Of course, it's 2018, so it's the World Cup in, I believe it's 2 months or even less than that.
Yeah.
Is there anything special you guys are planning for that, or is it like, is everyone just going to kick it and watch the game?
So, absolutely.
Oh, so there's stuff in the works. Nice.
I cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. One of our founding members is offering to use his backyard, which is brand newly renovated, to host viewing parties.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
We are trying to figure out how many people we can hold and how we're going to, market it to the public and whatnot. But long story short, we're going to make it a party for however many games we can view, however many we can fit into his backyard. Our drinks, our food, our friends. It's going to be fun, welcoming, and a great big screen outside on his patio. It's going to be beautiful.
That sounds like it's going to be awesome. Looking, I guess, big picture, where do you want to see soccer in the next 3 to 5 years in Waterloo region, actually, not just KW, like Waterloo region, everything surrounding us right now.
Yeah.
Then maybe after that you could touch nationally as well.
Sure. Let me jump back to the Canadian Premier League and Kitchener-Waterloo's involvement in that. We believe that a professional team in our region would be a great pinnacle, a great catalyst to unite the region and to create a pathway for players in our region. So we are ready and willing and able to support a professional soccer team in our region when it comes. But one thing the league has said themselves, and we are the example of, is that there is great support and there's a great market in Kitchener-Waterloo. It is about the 10th most populous region in Canada, so there's definitely a great market there.
There's definitely a great market. I absolutely agree, and it'll be great for, I don't want to say our city, I'm trying to cut the habit of saying that, but it'd be great for the region to get the team that we all kind of are drawn to. That would be so awesome. And I can't imagine what it would do for the national team, not just KW. I want to see, I know Canada as a nation hasn't qualified, going back to the World Cup since, I believe it was 1986, which is eons ago.
It's a long time.
I don't remember anything notable on the national team front, so I don't know, where do you want to see that go? I mentioned that we'll talk nationally as well, so where do you want to see it, across Canada? Soccer, the growth in the next 3 to 5 years.
Yeah. On the national front, my personal opinion is we've got to get our people home and playing together. Of course, going to the best leagues in the world is great. Every country sends their best players to wherever the best competition is. But to not have a legitimate league, a domestic league, nowhere for people to play with each other, get to know each other, constantly flying your guys all over the world and then bringing them back, it's crazy. So to have a domestic league and to have a base, a base for our pros to play in and for our young people to come up to, that's where we need to start, in my opinion.
Yeah, it'll be absolutely amazing if, with everything that's happening right now, we actually do have a strong push or a strong run for 2022. It'll be, I don't want to say it's a stretch, but you never know.
We have to be ambitious. We have to have goals, right?
We have to start getting serious about soccer. We have to start getting ambitious. It's not all about, I know hockey fans are going to take this as a diss. It's not all about the hockey, it's not all about the basketball, but soccer is the world's biggest sport. So it's been a great chat. Is there anything else you guys have in the hopper besides the summer parties and?
Sure. Well, we talk about all these big ideas: the national league, the national team, what's the culture of soccer in Canada. But for Grand River Union here at home, that's really what we're about: is our community and our people and the love of the game. And so we're working on all kinds of projects in and amongst ourselves. What can we do to support this game here? So we do things like starting up a pickup soccer league, where we just invite the adult public to come play together, get to know each other. That's been very successful. Makes me really happy to see how people are coming on board with that. It's a great way to connect. We are also doing any kind of soccer trip that we can do, bus trips that we can do. So for instance, Toronto FC.
Yeah.
Good, about the best soccer you can get right now in North America.
Closest too.
And the closest, yeah. So we love, some of us love traveling to support TFC, right? They're playing in the Champions League right now against Mexican teams. So that is awesome to see that quality of soccer come to Ontario.
Isn't that the first time, am I getting this right? The first time a Canadian team has gone to the semis? That
is, Montreal made it to the finals once.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so that's, it seems like it's been a while.
It has been a while,
and
never a team of this caliber,
right?
A Canadian team of this caliber have they ever been in a tournament like this. For myself, I have high expectations.
Yeah, so it's 2 games, and it's the final. Or no, is it 2 games now?
It's the semis right now. 2 games.
First leg.
Yeah.
So 2 games left, and hopefully another, crazy trophy for the guys. So that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. They have the greatest season in MLS history.
Great season.
That
absolutely
was absolutely insane. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest.
Yeah. And that's so much fun to see the actual game, the product develop on the field in Ontario. So we love to go to support that. But then back at home, we also love to use soccer as a way to help each other out in the community. And we really do have a heart for charity and for fundraising in our region to put our money where our mouth is. So one thing that I am proud to say is we accomplished a fundraising goal last month where we did a tournament to raise funds for KW Syria United FC, a local men's soccer team who didn't have the money to be able to play soccer this summer. So we raised over $3,000 through a indoor soccer tournament.
And that's huge.
And campaigning online and stuff.
That probably meant a lot, I imagine, to the guys. And that got a pretty decent amount, actually not decent, a good amount of media coverage. So that's pretty good. That's making an impact for soccer in your region, and hopefully you can take that nationally as well.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do this summer and beyond. Hopefully the CanPL is a reality for us here, as much as it is a reality for the guys in other confirmed cities. But we can only stay positive. It's been great having you on, and we'll check for you guys in the future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, cheers.